Good morning. How about that band? Woohoo! Some of my favorite people in the whole wide world are right here. Woo! Way to go, guys. Thank you. Way to jack up the school year. Welcome to everybody. As you can see, we're kind of mixing things up this year, and it starts today. So welcome. How fun to sit with your teams. Please be mindful at the end of today, I'm going to take your group photo. So you're going to have a school photo even before school starts. How about that? So I'm going to introduce our school board members that are here in attendance. We've got Chair Adam Bloom, Darla Agard, Eric Parrish, Lori Dudley, Ann Mills, and Matt Woodboom is on the air, I'm sure. So thank you for coming, and we appreciate that you're making the effort to be here this morning. So I'm going to call on Chair Adam Bloom to start things off.
Well, this isn't in the notes that I've been given to read off, but I want everybody to know that Joel should feel very privileged that I am the first official chairman that he gets to have. Not everybody gets me as number one. So good morning. Thank you for being present here this morning for our annual back-to-school kickoff for our 2025-26 school year. Today is a new chapter officially starts for everyone in District 518, and we continue to be excited about our future. The district is looking forward to the school year and the positive changes and the advancements underway. We have much to appreciate here at District 518 with the connections to our students, their families, and to our communities. Thank you for your part in working together to provide quality education, innovative organizations and programs, strong athletics, and lifelong learning. Have a great year.
Something different today is that we're going to have some student voices in the air to remind us why we are here, why we do what we do, why we care, why we make the connections, why we are District 518. So we're going to start out with Brennan Nelson from the middle school to give some comments.
Hello, my name is Brennan Nelson. I'm an 8th grader at the Worthington Middle School. Throughout my years, I've had several inspirational teachers who have helped guide me in being a successful student. My teachers have provided an environment that allows me to succeed by asking questions when I needed assistance. This has taught me to try hard and watch my grades by staying ahead of my work and not falling behind. I have learned that being consistent on my work and turning it in on time helps out. Sometimes work was difficult, but I kept trying. Over time, I've realized that small efforts make a difference in my grades and my work. These are the ethics that my teachers have taught me. These skills and abilities will help me throughout my life, and I appreciate everything the teachers have done and will continue to do for me. Thank you.
Next, we have Sophia Soto. Sophia?
Hi, my name is Sophia, and I'm in 7th grade, and my experience in school has always been great, and some great teachers and friends, and I want to thank the teachers and paras as well for helping us and whenever it's needed, and I hope that everybody has a great year.
And Badasa Buta.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Badasa Buta. I love that how students respect each other and respect teachers that allow them to raise their hands and ask questions when they need help. I like the helpful teachers that are nice and kind to their students.
Zamira Griffiths from the middle school.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Amira Griffiths. I like how you all came here and that you all are here. I'm happy that I'm here. I hope for all you newcoming teachers and the old teachers that you guys have a wonderful school year teaching the children. There's some times where you have to be strict, and then other times where you have to be soft on them because they go through a bunch of different things. You guys just have to remember that.
First high school rock stars, Giovanni Guizar.
Good morning, ISD 518 staff. Looking back on my time in this school district, one memory that stands out to me is how much fun I had with friends in each one of my classes and how I made new friends. Now, as I'm heading into my junior year, I'm excited to learn more about subjects that I'm passionate about. Teachers, I know students don't always say it, but your impact on us is beyond the classroom. The encouragement you give, the patience you show, and the way you believe in us, even on the tough days, helps us grow not just as students, but as people. Thank you for everything you do and the countless ways you make a difference. I hope this is a great year for all of us.
I learned a long time ago to leave the best for last. I don't know if many of you are aware, we have a state champion right here at WHS. And she's right there. So we're gonna have our WHS FFA Ag Communicator, the state champion, who will be competing at the national meet coming up in October in Indianapolis, Miss Madison Sieve.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Madison Sieve, and I'm a senior here at Worthington High School. I want to begin by saying how truly grateful I am for the opportunity to speak with you today. It means so much to be able to share a few words with the people who have left such a lasting impact, not only on me, but on countless students who walk these halls. Someone once told me that your words have a way of finding the people who need them most. You may not reach every student in the same way, and that's okay. Teaching isn't about having it all figured out or knowing the answer to every question. It's about showing up and giving your best, even when it gets challenging. As a student, I've witnessed firsthand the heart and dedication each of you bring to your classrooms. You choose to be present for us, despite balancing the many demands of life outside of school. You believe in your students, even when they struggle to believe in themselves. And while you may not always see results right away, the effort you pour into us shapes our lives in ways that will last far beyond the classroom. Additionally, as you prepare for the upcoming year, remember to give yourself some grace, especially on the hard days. You don't have to be perfect to be powerful. As you step into this new school year, I hope you carry that truth with you. Let it encourage you, motivate you, and remind you of the incredible difference you make. Thank you all for everything that you do. I wish each and every one of you a meaningful, energized, and impactful school year ahead. Thank you.
Wasn't that a fun way to start it off? Now I introduce our new superintendent, Mr. Heitkamp, who will give his message.
I wanted to just take a few moments here to do my warm welcome. I can't believe I get to stand here. I sat, I think about right here in 1999 when I got to graduate, and the fact that I get to come back and be a part of this system and this district and be a part of just a great group of individuals is fairly humbling to me. And to take some words from some of our students, I'm going to do my best to give a message this morning that may not be perfect, but hopefully you're going to feel that it's me and it's who I am. We coming? There we go. Perfect. And so the excitement that I have this morning is something that I never thought that I'd get to feel. It's something that is truly an honor, and I'm going to try and convey some of that this morning. I want to first start with some personal thank yous. The warm welcomes that I've gotten in the first couple of months, the people that have stopped me on the street, the amount of work that has gone into making sure that I know what I need to know to get started and to be here standing in front of you this morning, again, is something that I can't say enough to each and every one of you. And the welcoming for my family coming back. Many of you know that my wife also is from here. And it was a really cool feeling as I sat in the car in March and my son stopped me as we were driving down the road and he said, "I think I want to go to Worthington now." And so if you didn't know this or not, my ninth grader came here in April and finished the school year in the last quarter. And specifically to the high school team, welcoming my son and making him feel like he was a part of the Trojan community from day one is something that I I can't ever thank you enough. And so we already love it here, and it comes to many of you for doing that for us. I also want to say a thank you to all the people that have put in the work. And I've been here since about the middle of June. I've been around, I've tried to be in every building, talked to as many people that were around in the summertime. And to see all of the things that have gone on in such a short period of time is again remarkable. And I listed some out. I'm going to do my best to remember them. I know I'm going to forget a few, so don't think that I didn't see it. But the roof at the Prairie, which started later than it was supposed to, but it'll be done. The beautiful gym we're sitting in right now and the work that was done here. I don't want to forget them, I'm sorry. What else do I have here? The secure entrance that we're putting in at the high school. Oh, sorry. The middle school and Prairie office refreshes that happened. The countless hours of cleaning and organizing in all of our buildings, I was here seeing that in action all throughout the summer. The meal planning that went into some new menu items. And Deanne sitting over here, I learned right away that you want to work on menu testing day, right? She came over and fed us at the district office and we got to try some new things that the kids are going to have. The hours that our HR departments put into staffing, and then the meticulous amount of time that's gone into budgeting and making sure that the financial health of this district remains. And I've seen that happen over at the district office each and every day. So who am I? You're going to get a little bit about who I am because I shared this at a noon Kiwanis meeting, and they got to know me a little bit that morning and or that afternoon. And I had shared with them that when I was a middle school health teacher, I did that for quite a while. On the first day of every class, and I had a first day about 6 times a year because I rotated every student in the building. So we had a first day of school in my room multiple times throughout the year. And I shared with those students that I was going to ask them to do many things throughout the course of the year, but I wouldn't make them do anything that I wouldn't also do myself. And part of that was me wanting to get to know them, because I truly believe that if you get to know me on a deeper level, then it allows me to know you as well. And so we would sit in my room and I would tell them they could ask me anything they wanted to know. And you get 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, you never know what question you may get. But they were always good. And it really did allow me to know those students in a way that maybe others didn't. And so I'm going to share some things with you about me here quickly. And then I'm coming to all of your buildings. Hopefully you've heard this. If you haven't, you'll probably hear about it this week. But I'm coming with members of our team from the district office to just sit and listen, right? For you to get to know me, ask me other things, but I also want to get to know you. I want to get to know your school culture, your school building, your school systems, what's going well, what challenges may there be, what growth areas do we have. And I don't truly believe that we can do that without knowing each other. And so I've shared a little bit about my family already, and I feel like I've told this story multiple times already this year, but I know there are people that maybe haven't had a chance to know. But I have 2 kids. My son is going to be a sophomore here at the high school. We moved my daughter back to college on Friday. I forgot how long the summer break is for a college student. She needs to go back to college. That was a hard transition, having another kiddo around, but she's going to be a sophomore at the University of North Dakota, and she's pursuing a degree in nursing and hoping to do some work in that area very soon. My wife, Becky, is anxious to get down here as well. She's been living just south of the St. Cloud area since this transition happened. My daughter had jobs lined up in the St. Cloud area, and so we didn't want to make her live up there alone. And so my wife's been up there, but when we move her back, she's eager to get down here as well. Both of our families still live in the district. My parents live south of town out in the country. My in-laws live here in town, and my sister and her 2 kids still have kids in this system as well. And so it's important to know that, because having all of them here isn't necessarily the reason why I'm here, because there was a strong desire to be a part of this system, but that support system has really helped, and they've been fantastic. Outside of work, I love to hunt, I love to fish, I love to run. If you live south of town, you've probably seen me on the highway already. Someone stopped me and said, "Who's that weird guy running in the middle of the road?" I don't think I was in the middle of the road, but I guess they don't see many people out there, so you'll see me out and about doing that. But really just love being in the outside. I came from St. Cloud. After I left here, my wife and I moved up there to go to college. We never left. We got great opportunities up there. My wife got a job right out of college. She graduated with a social work degree, went to work in Anoka County as a child protection worker. She's been there ever since. I was lucky enough to get a coaching job at St. Cloud Tech High School. You're going to hear a little bit about that in a second. And that led right into a teaching position at that same high school. And again, I never left. I had great people in that system that allowed me to continue to grow as a leader. I had people that would push, shove, or kick me forward to say, try something different, and it's led me to where I get to be here today. As far as my priorities go, I'm about those 6 individuals up on that stage, making sure that they have the greatest experience possible, and that we continually have students that want to come to share with each one of you to explain why they love it here as well. And so everything that we do will be centered on those individuals up there. With a new school year comes lots of feelings. These are the ones that I'm having. I'll be vulnerable a little bit here this morning. And so as I was sitting thinking about what do I want to say to kick this off, I went back to some of the things that I had done as a coach. So in 2002, I was a brand new assistant coach for the girls' high school hockey team in St. Cloud Tech High School, and we started talking about this. And maybe some of you have heard about John Wooden, maybe many of the coaches have, but as I was thinking about what I wanted to say today, I wanted to go back to what I felt strong about. And quick thing about John Wooden is he was the probably most accomplished head coach in college basketball history, Division I college basketball history. He won 10 national titles, won 7 in a row, won 88 straight games in Division I. And after he retired, or as he was getting close to retirement, people would ask, how did you do the things that you did? How were you so successful? And he went to his building blocks to success. And he said, if you can instill these qualities in individuals, in a team, in the members of a team, you can accomplish great things. It stuck with me for a really long time. So as I became a teacher, I wondered, how can I get the most out of my kids, my students, while I had them for just a short period of time? And I ran across this. I don't know if anybody's seen this, but this is the same message written for kids. And I know it's hard to see, I apologize. But it's those same building blocks. The one difference, and I know you can't see this, but the mortar in between each one of those bricks says love, which I truly believe we need to have for our kids. But Inch and Miles go on this journey in the book, right? And the message being sometimes you can move in miles, but sometimes it might take an inch at a time. But if you keep moving forward, you can accomplish great things. And so as they're going, Inch, the inchworm, and Miles, the mouse, they come across different characters from the story. All right, and I'd like to just share 4 I'm going to ask you to bear with me. My high school friends, this might be a little elementary, but I did teach 6th grade for a while. And so this is this is the real me coming out. And so one of the ones I would like to have this year is enthusiasm. We said it at the end of every practice when I was a coach. I said it at the end of every announcement when I got to be the principal at South Junior High, and that was work hard, have fun. It's kind of our mantra. And I think when you do those two things together, you really kind of get to have the best of everything. If you get to work hard and have fun while you're doing it, you love your time. The 6 individuals and all their friends on stage get to get the most out of everything. And so I'm asking you, as you embark on the year with lots of new things happening, that you do your best to enjoy your work. Now, for anyone that likes poetry or likes music, the story also has little sayings that go with it. I sing my song with joyful heart. In your success, joy plays a part. Enthusiasm in your smile, combined with work you'll find worthwhile. The energy and pep you show will rub off on those you know. Don't make excuses, complain or whine. Enjoy your work and success you'll find. That's Rhonda the Robin, by the way. They have names. Skittles the squirrel talks about action, right? So not staying idle. My one message from this that I've always taken is don't be afraid to do something different. I had a mentor that always told me if you always do what you always did, you always get what you always got, right? And sometimes that's good. I'm not saying that you have to change just to change. But if you think of something different, if you want to try something new, right, it's okay. Where's Corey Van Briesen at? I'm sorry to call you out. Where's Corey? Hey, Corey. I got to sit down and talk with Corey, and all I did was I sat in awe in his office about 3 weeks ago, hearing his message to me about how you're going to try something different at the intermediate school and how you do some reading instruction, right? In my head, he didn't know this, but I'm thinking about all these other things that I was going to share today. So Skittles the squirrel says, I scurry around and round each day, taking action is my way. I get up and go and give it my all. When action's needed, I never stall. And when I look for lunch to eat, I'm not afraid to risk defeat. Don't fear failure, try your best. Take some action for success. Don't be afraid to try something different. This is Betty the Bee. She talks about working together, right? Being a part of a team is important. The one thing I did want to call out this morning, and I shared with some folks that this wasn't going to be a super technical talk this morning, but in working together, one piece that I really, really want to strive for is how are we working together in making decisions? And how are you all, or anybody that is a part of the decision-making process, how are we being kept informed of the process, how it's going to be made, who's going to be the communicator, all those important pieces. I'll go back in a second. And so you're going to start to see a diagram that looks like this. And I know the writing is small, but you'll get to see it up close. But essentially, we've asked our leaders now in 518 already this summer to be clear with all of you how decisions are going to get made and who gets a voice and how much weight does that voice have. Hopefully, right, we have lots of opportunities for consensus and consultative decisions where you get that voice and you get to have a say in what's happening in your classroom, in your building, or even throughout the course of the district. But you'll start to see this diagram around in hopefully conversations that you're having. You'll also hopefully see this one, and this is a big one for me, and that is, are we making sure that we're looking at all the different groups throughout the system when we are making those decisions? That very top bar says, does this decision advance serving highly affected students? Those that maybe have some of the greatest barriers to already overcome. Or is the decision going to actually hurt that group? And having that conversation ahead of time is really important for me. So think about that, please. As you're working with your teams, your PLC teams, your grade level teams, your content teams, your building leaders, or even at the district level, have you had the opportunity to have the conversation of how that decision is going to be made? And how's it going to affect others? It's important to me. Betty the Bee says, I'm one of millions in our hive. It looks confused as we all strive. We buzz around throughout the day. Cooperation's our sweet way. Working one is all you do. When you help others, they'll help you. All right, this is my favorite one. This is Louis the Lion. And Louis the Lion's all about team spirit. I told someone this morning, I try to do everything on purpose. Like we don't just do things just to do things. And so you're sitting together in your teams because I really believe in this. You're part of your building team, right? We all sit here as a district team, but you're sitting together as your building teams. And we're going to take some building pictures and team pictures here today. That was, again, all on purpose. Oops. But the team has to be the star, right? It says that right in the third to last line. We have to make sure that what we do, even though it sometimes might not be what we want personally, is what is best for the team. And the team is your building, and the team is your classroom. Again, reverting all the way back to our kids. But the team comes first, I must confide. I'm always eager to help the pride, sacrifice my own desires, and do for them what is required. Your team is part of who you are, but don't forget the team's the star. You help, support, and then you cheer it to show success, show strong team spirits, excuse me. So I leave you with this, right? I'm not a big motivational speaker, but I believe in these things, right? I believe in having fun. I believe in working hard, taking action, working together, being a team to accomplish great things. And so you'll hear me say this often: work hard, have fun, let's do it every day. Let's do it for the kids. Let's do it for the person in the classroom next to us. Let's have a great year. So thank you for being here.